Time now, though, to talk business with our partners 2 Degrees. The government's Green Investment Bank is about to be wound up, and now we're learning it was losing money and underperforming. No wonder it's being wound up. Garth Bray with BusinessDesk is with me this morning. Hey, Garth.
Hey, Ryan.
So, I guess that answers the question.
Yeah.
Why are we getting rid of this thing?
Well, but it took some digging through some OIAs, nicely timed because some of those managers are actually from the bank are up in front of Parliament's Finance and Expenditure Select Committee this morning for a bit of a please explain and look through all of this. So, but our founding editor Patrick Smalley got his hands on some of the background and information and what was going on. This was like a fund that was set up 2019, about $100 million to try and boost and maybe even crowd in a bit of private sector funding into green initiatives. And it grew to about sort of more than 400 million, I think, that they were running by about June last year. They invested in Solar Zero, that project to put panels on roofs, and that went bust, obviously.
Yeah.
BlackRock at the helm. But what we're finding there is that it's always difficult when you're starting something, you know, it takes a while to pay off, but little things like they claim they were making about I think it was a $10 per tonne of emissions benefit out of the money that was there. Most of that was from investments in term deposits on money that they were waiting to invest. So once you stripped out the money that they banked waiting to invest it, they're actually losing about $9 a tonne. So just little kind of gilding the lily things there perhaps that didn't quite stack up. A lot of their projections when they were asking, making funding bids in 2023, they were saying, oh, we'll be we'll produce a lifetime emissions benefit of 5.3 metric tonnes of carbon could be taken out of their, New Zealand. I mean, I think we're running at about 70 million metric tonnes at the moment, so that's quite a big chunk. But the actual numbers were a lot lower. So I guess this is the problem. When you look at what was being promised, it wasn't quite stacking up.
Right. Just on Solar Zero, because where is it at? Because there was a whole bunch of homeowners, customers who were kind of left in the lurch a little bit there. Where is the process?
15,000 of them, right? Okay. With panels on the roof, with basically agreeing to have these things and promises that batteries would be replaced in 10 years' time. That's all a little bit up in the air because it went into liquidation in November last year. I mean, we'll find out a little bit more about why when a more detailed liquidators report pops out soon. But that New Zealand Green Investment Finance Fund had about $115 million worth of exposure underwriting some of those investments. So that's part of where it's gone. Yeah.
All right, Garth, we'll leave it there. Thank you very much. It's Garth Bray from BusinessDesk. Thanks to our partners 2 Degrees. We talk business every day